Ramin, let's start with you. Why have you and all 6 other BNP members of Parliament quit?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. This government is not elected. In 2018, this election is called midnight election because it's created history, in fact, because no other country in the world has this sort of election. So we 7 members, we were in the parliament with the decision of our party, and our party made this decision because we tried to use as much as we can the platform of Parliament, and we tried our level best, but unfortunately we were not given proper time. Our mic has been stopped by the speaker, and this is the time we believe that this decision resonates with the people of Bangladesh. The people of Bangladesh expected us to step down from the Parliament, and we did so.
You say that the elections in 2018 were not valid. So in the last 4 years, what efforts have you been making whilst you've been in Parliament? What are the efforts that have failed?
In 2018, this election is called midnight election because it's created history, in fact, because no other country in the world has this sort of election. So we 7 members, we were in the parliament with the decision of our party, and our party made this decision because we tried to use as much as we can the platform of Parliament, and we tried our level best, but unfortunately we were not given proper time. Our mic has been stopped by the speaker, and this is the time we believe that this decision resonates with the people of Bangladesh. The people of Bangladesh expected us to step down from the Parliament, and we did so.
You say that the elections in 2018 were not valid. So in the last 4 years, what efforts have you been making whilst you've been in Parliament? What are the efforts that have failed?
You must know that in last few years, we were under tremendous oppression. Our chairperson is actually in jail for 2.5 years, and now she is house arrest. Our acting chairman is not allowed to come back to Bangladesh. Our secretary general is now in jail. Loads and loads of cases have been filed against our activists and our members and our supporters. So we are going through a very, very tough time. In fact, Bangladesh is going through a very tough time. There is no democracy. There is no freedom of speech. There is no freedom of expression. Digital Security Act is there. So there is fear psychosis everywhere. In last 4.5 years, we tried to, reorganize ourselves. And I think now we are on our feet and we are ready to move now.
OK, we'll come back to that in just a moment. Ramin, back to you and the quitting of Parliament. If you are not expressing yourself in Parliament, which Tanveer Shakil said you were able to do, how are you going to speak for the BNP?
There are many ways. Parliament is one of the platforms that we were using. We have talk shows in our television channels. We can organize seminars and meetings and public meetings as well. So there are many platforms that can be used. I personally use Facebook, though I have a few cases against me under the Digital Security Act because of my writing in the Facebook and my comments and sharing things against government. So yes, we are under tremendous pressure, but we are trying to make the best use of the small space that we have.
I just want to put this to Ramin, because right now Sheikh Hasina's government is in power. They are under fire for the alleged abuses of power that they are committing at the moment. But if we look back in history, the BNP has its own very checkered history, as Tanveer Shakil has just mentioned. And indeed, it could be said that the BNP, Khaleda Zia, had its own role in this current political crisis by trying to bias the caretaker government in 2006. What's the response of the BNP to that?
My response is very clear. There is a clear difference between Awami League regime and BNP ruling time, because BNP was elected by the people. And since it was elected, it was accountable to the people. since Awami League is not elected from 2014, it is not accountable to its people, and it is using forces like killing, extrajudicial killing, enforced disappearance, and stuff like that to oppress the opposition and to oppress the voice of people who criticize government and stuff like that. So you just cannot compare the time of BNP with the time of Awami League, because Awami League is not elected by the people, first of all. Secondly, what I want to say is Constitution is not a holy book. It's not Quran or Bible that you can never change. It has already been changed in 16 times, and it can be changed for a 17th time as well. So it cannot be a reason that the caretaker government is not in the Constitution, so it can never be implemented. In 90s, there was no caretaker government in the Constitution, but there was doctrine of necessity, and after the fall of Ershad regime, some sort of caretaker government was formed at that time. And we have seen the election of 91, 96, 2001 and 2006 election, the only 4 elections that were accepted by more or less both the parties. So it shows that our political culture is such that we cannot have a fair, free election under a partisan government.
Okay.
And it's very clear from 1973. If we want to go back,
let's stick with. So, Ramin, just finally, it does not sound as if the Sheikh Hasina government has heard the demands of the protesters or will act on them. So what will the BNP do next?
We are now trying to strengthen our organization power. We are trying to make allies with other political parties. And at the same time, you can see that people are with us. They are expressing their support. They are coming to our meetings. They are, you can see, if you see the media, you see that they are with us. So hopefully we will overcome this situation.
Okay, well, you say Bangladesh remains a very polarized society, people supporting the BNP, people supporting the Awami League. It does not seem as if the middle shall be met. There we do have to leave the discussion for the moment. Thanks very much to our guests, Ramin Farhana, Tanveer Shakil Joy and Ali Riaz. And thank you too for watching. You can see the programme again anytime by visiting our website. That's aljazeera.com. And for further discussion, do go to our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/AJ Inside Story. You can also join the conversation on Twitter. Our handle is @AJ Inside Story. From me, Laura Kyle, and the whole team here, it's bye for now.